Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every Sundays. Now, those of you that are finding yourselves entering this sacred collective space, you were actually chosen to be here today. You also chose this reading. So there is a synchronicity that is taking place. There's something here for you today. Okay, now I just want to let you know that I did a morning meditation, and in my meditation I was experiencing and sensing a lot of beautiful energy coming in for us. This is for the collective. This is for the entire world. It's just this beautiful force that is coming in, and it's centered in love. It's a beautiful love energy. This is where spirit and angels are going to come in and let us know that we are safe and that we are protected, that we are loved. There's a beautiful expansion of light that is happening, and spirit is wanting us to connect with that light and shine our light in the world. Okay, so there is definitely an activation that is happening. That's what I was sensing. I was feeling it within myself. And what I was going to do was pull some oracle cards during my meditation, but I was actually called to do that together with you today. So what I'm going to do for you is pull 3 oracle cards just to open up the reading today. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what message spirit has for you, followed by a bonus card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Then I'm going to pull a surrender card, see what it is that we can surrender at this time in order to create room for some of that light that's coming in. What is it that we can heal at this time? What kind of message do we need to hear to heal? Then I'm going to pull 3 archetypal energy cards here. These are different. I haven't used them on my channel yet, so I'm super excited to actually pull some of these cards for you. We're going to actually also do 5 personal messages. So this is where I ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. Then I'm going to close off with an angel number for you. So those of you that are watching, if you've been seeing any kind of signs, any insects, any repeating numbers, patterns or symbols, words, things that are coming up for you that are almost ringing a bell, this is all information that spirit is trying to communicate with you and is going to come through some of these cards for you today. Okay, so stay tuned for all of this. Now, what I'm going to do is call in spirit. And I've been connecting with Saraswati's energy here. Okay, so every time I do my meditations, I'm connecting with Saraswati's energy. So I feel there's a rhythm, there's a pattern that is taking shape in your life. And it feels like a tap, tap, tap energy. It's repetitive, it's consistent. And that is the vibrations of that is what is creating change. Change in your life, change in your psyche, change in your aura, like everything. It's a spiritual evolution that is taking place. There's also this transformation or change in your DNA that is taking place as well. I just feel there's so many powerful things that are happening at this time. So let's pull some cards and see what messages come through. And I feel that prayers are being answered as well. Okay, and again, communication is affected. I've been feeling this in my own life. So just like that, communication, interference there with things with Mercury retrograde right now, right? So first card is better times, everyone. Look at this, better times are ahead. They're coming if they're not already here for you. So the message is, not everything is as it seems. It's far better than what you are seeing right now. You're on the threshold of what you've asked for. Where you see darkness, we see light, and soon it will brighten for you as well. So look at that one more time. Not everything is as it seems. It's far better than what you are seeing right now. You're on the threshold of what you've asked for. Where you see darkness, we see light, and soon it will brighten for you as well. So look at that. There's prayers being answered. You are manifesting. This is a manifestation that is taking place. This is a dream that is coming true for you, okay? This is what is happening. You're being activated, and that activation is putting everything into place. I feel a lot of you are experiencing synchronicities where you're finding that individuals, opportunities, places, things that are happening are in alignment with you. You're feeling this and you're seeing how they're being brought up into your life. You're like a magnet, right? So healing is coming in as well. Some of you are healers. I really feel that you are. You know this about yourself. Some of you are already doing something in your life professionally that has to do with healing. So the message here is allow any pain, whether physical or emotional, to be enveloped by divine healing. Allow yourself to let go of old wounds and limiting beliefs. So once again, allow any pain, whether physical or emotional, to be enveloped by divine healing. Allow yourself to let go of old wounds and limiting beliefs. So look at that. I might be saying the word enveloping wrong. So you can correct me in the comment section below if I am. And your third card is action. Spirit needs action. You need to get into action, into motion. Okay, so the message here is, remember, it's not about changing the entire world at once. Begin with yourself and your immediate surroundings. Small conscious actions set off a chain reaction. And this is so powerful, this message. I feel that it's something small that we have to do in order to change something on a really big level in our lives. And it could be as simple as just doing a 10-minute meditation every single morning that can set that chain of things off for you. So once again, remember, it's not about the change. It's not about changing the entire world at once. Begin with yourself and your immediate surroundings. Small conscious actions set off a chain reaction. Okay, so there's a ripple effect. It just feels like this big wave of energy coming in, and it's clearing the path. It's clearing the path for new things to come in. So, and you know what? We are all ascending. The world is changing. We're experiencing all the changes. Things need to fall away. It's like the tower is falling of the world just as a whole. It's like everything is falling away and this new energy is emerging through that. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what is coming through. Now, we're all feeling this energy individually, right? We're feeling it as a whole. We're also feeling it individually. So let's see how it's going to affect your life here. So we're getting the Hanged one. So we got this in our last reading, right? So some of us are still experiencing this upside down world. Things might be feeling like they're all over the place. It feels chaotic. Things are kind of sparking in different places, little bits and pieces of things. And I feel that, again, this is that tower that is falling away, that old system, that old way of doing things. And I feel things are mixed up. Everything is everywhere all at once. This is what the energy of the Hangman feels like to some of us, right? So this is us gaining control of this and solidifying ourselves, grounding our energies, centering ourselves so we can see things a little bit more clearly, at least our path clearly, right? So that is the Hangman. And next we are getting Knight of Pentacles. So you are the knight, and there's an opportunity here for you to actually claim victory around something that you are going to war with. And it's not necessarily that it's a war, but it's an energy that you have to move through in order to get the reward, whatever this reward is. Now, what Spirit is saying here is the reward is already there. It's been there the whole time. I feel some of us can't see it sometimes because of the way that we are perceiving or choosing to perceive our world, what kind of energies that we choose to remain in, right? Choose to kind of percolate in. It's really interesting because the choice is always ours, right? And it feels like sometimes that we don't have control over it, but we actually do. It's our will, it's our desire. And again, we have to strengthen it. It's like strengthening muscles within your mind. That's what it is. Everything that's happening here is in our mind, this center here. So mindset is so important here, everyone. Now, I do have a 14-day mindset challenge ebook. You can grab that in the description box below. I've got a link there, but it's something that I have created for all of you that I do in my own life that helps me keep myself balanced. Okay, it's in that ebook. So you can grab that in the description box below. But ultimately what's happening is you're being led towards your purpose, your path, your destiny, your dreams, your desires. You're the one that holds the key, right? So it's you moving forward, however that happens for you, however you start to move and take action. And I feel this is not going to be quick. It's going to be slow paced, steady, which is really good for you, right? So the Knight of Pentacles, an opportunity where you know, you're in on a long journey. We've got the Knight of Wands coming in. So we got 2 Knight cards for you. So a lot of action, planning, strategizing. Okay, this is you understanding, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I need to do, and actually planning all of that. So for example, if you're somebody that has decided you want to be a wealthy person with a big house, good connections, people that you can really get along with, or even just if it doesn't have anything to do with money for some of us, right? It doesn't. It's about living that happy, healthy, wealthy life, right? This is the energy that is coming in. And you're connecting to it. This also has to do with your higher self and your connection to your higher self, okay? So what's happening is there's a connection that is being made between you and your higher self. Your higher self is showing you the way. This is where all the answers are coming in. This is where you, my friends, are being heard at this time. Okay, you're really being heard, and I'm getting, it looks like an army of angels coming in. That's what I'm seeing from the skies here, this energy that is coming in to support, to help clear some of the pathways that might have been blocking us. And it's through the illusions dissolving, right? There's illusions and things that are blocking our path. And these illusions are about to dissolve for you through this Knight of Wands. It's energy. So everything is energy, right? So there's a shift in energy happening. And what I'm getting here is, now before I actually even begin here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind or pass it along to someone that might be going through something that is similar to what I'm sharing with you today. Okay, so there's a shift in energy, and I feel this is just as a whole, and it's shifting all of us differently depending on the energies that we're choosing to surround ourselves with. So what I'm getting here is there needs to be an environment change for some of you, or some of you have changed your environment, but I feel it's the environment that is shaping how things are working out for some of you. Okay, so I don't know why they're showing me that, but I do feel that it's time to change that, especially if you're able to, or create some sort of a sacred space in your home where you can retreat to create that energy and space for yourself. So ultimately what's happening is, for example, if you're living a life where you're just not happy, there's toxic people, negative things happening, it's a lower vibrational energy. Sometimes I feel like it's maybe our home that we live in, the kind of people that we surround ourselves with. Maybe it's a toxic job, right? We have the power to get ourselves out of that situation if we want to, right? So I feel the reason why you have the Knight cards is it's all about preparation, organization, having some sort of a plan and following through on that plan, committing yourself to it, right? So what's happening is there is this shift in the way that you're even seeing. So those of you that are feeling this, you can share with me in the comment section below, or when and what happened in your life in order for you to see things a little bit clearer. Like there's an awakening. Some of us are waking up, right? Others, we have been awake for a long time, but we're incrementally waking up even more and more as we are elevating in consciousness, right? As everything is expanding, there's a lot of information coming in. Sometimes we can feel like we have information overload because we do live in a world, the information age, right? There's just so much information coming in. Things don't seem, nothing is as it seems. It feels like, right? And I really feel that that's what it is, that I feel like we're in the matrix that has an algorithm, and we're being catered all these things that is compatible with what's going on with the energy of our mind, our brain, okay? So we have all of these neurons, all these little circuits and things. I feel that we have, and I think I've read this before, where we have way more than the galaxy or the Milky Way or something like that. And there's little sparks and things, like there's so much that goes on in the brain, everyone. And I feel that there's a major expansion. There's like new links coming in, new pathways, new bridges that are being built, ways of seeing the world, ways of understanding, sensing, right? So in a sense, I feel this is the DNA activation that is happening here with our brain and everything changing in our body. Okay, so this is that DNA change that is taking place. And, you know, sometimes when that happens, there's confusion. Things can feel like they're upside down. And the reason why I feel, in my own opinion, why things are a little bit chaotic is there's a DNA activation that is happening and things are shifting to this different frequency, this different vibration. Everything is aligning to that. So everything is happening energetically. It's like one thing sets off here, another thing sets off here, then it goes over here. So there's a lot of different ping pong balls that are moving around the world right now. So we got a lot of ping pong energy is what spirit guides are saying. And I've been using this because that's the best way I can describe this. But it makes us feel like things aren't right. Things, and sometimes even within ourselves, we can feel like things aren't right. Like there's, you don't feel like yourself. It feels like a different energy. It's just, it just feels very static. You know, when you see your screen with static on it, I feel sometimes I can feel that energy within me when things aren't right. And some of you have been experiencing this in little bits and pieces, and others you've kind of been sitting in this. It feels chronic for some of you. I feel this is what spirit is coming in. This is why our prayers are being answered. This is why we are being heard, is because they're seeing that the static energy is there. So they're coming in to help strengthen us to overcome some of the things that are creating these static energies, right? So this is where spirit needs our participation, us to take an active role in our life in order to create some of that clearing of the path and getting rid of some of that static energy. So implementing practices in your life, spiritual practices, ones that you consistently and repetitively tap in your life, creating a penetration, a vibration that is going to actually shake and change things up for you in a very positive way. So positive affirmations, everyone, are very powerful. Having some sort of a vision and gaining clarity around that. Write that vision down wherever you are in the morning where you can see it. Even at night when you're going to bed, when you're eating, you want to repeat that to yourself and have that vision very clear in your mind. And then you want to see, okay, this is where I'm going. What is it that I need to get here? You know, if I'm creating a YouTube channel, for example, what do I need to do to create a YouTube channel? First off, let's get the channel going. What kind of videos are you making? What kind of message are you sending? Like, there's a lot of things like, do you know anything about YouTube? Maybe let's learn about YouTube. Let's learn about video editing, these kinds of things, right? You start to gather all the ingredients, all the tools necessary for your success. This is you starting to go like this and move upward where you have a clear vision. And a lot of times I feel we live an autopilot life. We are doing things and we're repeating patterns and things like that where we don't even realize that we're doing it, right? It's like when you drive home from work or when you're driving in your car and you completely blank out. This happens to me all the time. I completely blank out. I don't even know how I got from point A to point B, but I got there. I got myself there safely, right? I don't know if any of you experienced this, but it's like we're on autopilot mode. And what you want to do is become aware and conscious of where you are, what's happening, what are you doing, right? So I feel this is why I was seeing an army of angels coming in, because they're going to show you things clearly where you're not confused anymore. So there's signs around some of you. I've got a lot of initials and things that are coming in, which I will post on my screen at the beginning of this video. So you can go back, pause it, and see if anything resonates there for you. But what I'm getting here are black crows coming in, ravens, and perhaps the birds. Maybe you saw a bird that's flying around upside down or something, or you're seeing things upside down or being represented as illusions, which I've seen on TikTok and on some of the social media apps where they show somebody on one wall and on the floor, and it just looks like someone's able to stand straight from a wall, but that's an optical illusion. So I feel we are surrounded by optical illusions, and what we need to do is get a binocular and look through that. So it's like we're creating our binoculars, right? It's where we can see through the illusions. There is that dissolving that is happening of some of the optical illusions that some of us are experiencing, and some of us don't even realize, right? We don't realize that there's optical illusions. And I remember when I was waking up to some of this is really young. I woke up really young. I've been very aware. I understood things. I feel like my brain was way more expanded than a young child's. But it feels that some of you also have had this knowledge, like you've just been different and you've known. And now as an adult, you're able to make sense of things more than most people. And I get some of you being street smart, really understanding how things work. You're able to see things that a lot of people don't see. And perhaps you are someone in your family and your friends group that is maybe considered a conspiracy theorist. I don't even know why there's labels on things or people or opinions or ideas, because I feel everything is, there's a reason why there's different things. People have experienced these things, right? And we're all on different planes and levels of energy where we experience things different than what I might experience from you, right? So it's just on a bigger level, everything that is happening here. So we've got optical illusions, a dissolving of that energy and you seeing clearly. And some of you have been gifted with this where you've always known since you were a child that you were a chosen one. I'm getting indigo child. I'm getting Anunnaki coming in. I'm getting star seeds, Palladians. Like there's a flood of energy and they're light balls. Like I'm seeing light balls and lines just coming through. So it's really, really interesting. So whatever's happening here, we definitely are going through some sort of a spiritual warfare. I believe that. And some of us are really feeling this. We understand, okay, we have to be in that energy of light right now. We have to come from that place of light. And this is what you're doing. That it's that journey. You hold the key to how you want to experience and how you want to show up and how you want to express your energy in the world. And what we're being called to do right now is to express light, love, compassion, kindness, right? This is what we're being asked to do. And I feel this has been the message the whole time. It is the message. And this message, there's more to this message. And, you know, when I get some clarity on that, because sometimes I can't make sense of the messages, but I see them in everything. They're in movies. They're in everything that you do, conversations that I hear, the signs. Like there's one message for the entirety of the galaxy, the universe, everyone, right? And some of you might know what this one thing is because you're seeing it. You can share with me in the comment section below. But what's happening here is they're asking you to move along your journey where you hold the key to unlock all your dreams and your desires, right? They are there as your loyal companion, as your co-creator, spirit guides, universe, God, right? Whoever it is that you believe in. These energies are with you. Even people that have passed on, our loved ones, are all a part of the spiritual team, your ancestors. This goes back, and then also other realms and everything within those realms. Okay, so we have something very powerful that is taking place right now, and we are being asked to be our most authentic, truest self, to follow our desires, right? The things that bring us happiness, the things that bring us joy. So if you're somebody that is really disappointed in life or just not happy or not feeling fulfilled, maybe you feel like you have no purpose or you can't seem to find your purpose, we have to release the weight of thinking these things. We have to release the weight of whatever is going on in our lives and accept where we are in the moment that we're watching this reading. Okay, accept yourself and acknowledge, okay, this is where I am. Now that I've confirmed that, let's now move forward. How can I move forward? How can I start to change things in my life? What tools do I need? What can I learn? What kind of knowledge do I need? And I feel a lot of time it's the knowledge that we lack. Sometimes we just don't have enough information, or sometimes we have too much information, which confuses us. Do your own research. Don't take things for face value here, everyone. Spirit is really pushing and urging, nudging some of you to learn as much as you can. The world is changing, and we need to change with it, with the times, right? So yes, there's going to be things that are happening in the world, things that are happening with other people in our lives. It just feels like things are a bit wonky, upside down. Let's not pay attention to that. Let's not interact with that energy. Instead, let's clear our path and focus. We hold the key. You can open that door and walk in and tune things out and stay in that portal, that energy that you're meant to be in order to get to that place of abundance, of love, of happiness. This is your happy, healthy, wealthy life, right? This is what you're creating. This is where you're going. So don't mind some of the things that are going on. A lot of the things that are happening are illusions. Things are happening the way that they're meant to happen. We can't control them. The best thing we can do is control ourselves on how we move through it, how we interact with it, how we respond to it, right? How we express ourselves through it. And again, there's an expansion of our heart energy that is happening, and Spirit is really asking us to come from that place of love, light, kindness, compassion, patience, right? So this is what is happening here with the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel some of you are setting forth on this journey now. Others, you have been on your journey. You have kind of been meandering along your path. And others, you're still trying to find your way. But Spirit is guiding you all the time, no matter where in life you are. Spirit is always with you. The signs are all around you. You don't have to obsessively look for signs. They show up for you, right? They show up for us in the right moment. And sometimes, depending on where we are with our energy, we pick up on them or we don't. And a lot of times, all we have to do is clear some of the thoughts in our mind to release some of those energies in order to make room with that for that connection with Spirit. So what's happening here is there's freedom. You're being cut from a cord or ties, something that has been confusing and uncertain, like it's just not been right. It just feels, maybe this could be from your childhood until now. This could be something that you experienced recently. Like this can go many different ways, many different years, right? But this is breaking. This is actually being turned the right side up. It's not, I feel things are upside down right now for some of us, and they're being turned right side up. Okay, so this is the journey of that experience of it turning. And for some of you, you're already in that place where you're able to see things and the illusions, right? Some of us can see the illusions, and it's reminding me of that movie where that guy has the glasses. I know some of you have reminded me of the movie, but now I'm forgetting again. I have to watch it again. But that movie comes up quite a bit because I feel that's the best movie to explain what it is that some of us are seeing that are illusions, right? You're able to see behind the veil. And this comes in increments. There's different levels to this. So once you get one energy, you're like, whoa. And, you know, I've seen a lot of just how performers, actors, the way the world has like a stage, and it's just nuts. It's crazy how we're influenced. We are manipulated through media and the things that we take in through our eyes, our ear, the way that we express ourselves, our scent, like our just this body, this vessel, this body temple, right? So it's really important that some of us start taking care of our wellness, our body temple, because this is what's going to take us along this journey. This is what we need for that journey. So I feel there's a call to really take care of yourself, your health, your well-being. Eat healthy, exercise, take care of yourselves, those of you that are watching. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands here as well. So we've got a lot of work that is being put into connecting with your higher self, becoming that version of you that is coming out of the darkness, right? So if you actually take a look at this card, we've got somebody here in the background that is being transported here into another energy. Again, I feel this is that DNA activation. This is that spiritual evolution. This is the ascension that is happening where you're being moved to a different energy, a higher frequency, right? And there is a more connection to your higher self. And this is all happening because you have chosen to make a decision. You've either chosen or you've made a decision, right? And it's solid. And there is no and if or buts about it. You have made a decision and you're committing to it and you're following through on it. There's something that some of you are wanting to do or implement in your life, right? And this could be you starting a meditation every single morning. This could be you starting to exercise or eat healthy. This could be you starting to look for a new job and committing to finding it. And adjustment is needed here. We need to move through an adjustment period as we're making these changes, right? This is why employers have a 3-month period, probation period, because they need to make sure that you're the right fit for the company and that you feel that you're the right fit for the company, right? So we have a probation period here, but an adjustment as well as you're changing things. So expect things to be a little bit uncomfortable, challenging, right? Challenges are good. I feel like those of us that are constantly thriving for the best, we're wanting to get to the top, right? We experience challenges every single day. And that's just a normal part of life. It's because we're growing, we're moving through these things, but as we are getting stronger, we're understanding more. There's that expansion, there's that elevation that is happening, right? So what's happening is your higher self is showing you little bits and pieces of the path. So I feel again, there's a connection to the angels, spirit guides, but this link coming in that is connecting you to the signs, the synchronicities, the path. You're seeing some of the paths that are coming in, right? And you're seeing opportunities where you haven't seen them before either, right? So I'm just seeing someone really doing well in their life on their spiritual journey, doing the best that you can. I feel that you've also gone through a lot of challenges and obstacles in your life, but you can look back and see some of the things that you have done to overcome some of those. These are your superpowers. Every time we go through a challenge, any kind of discomfort, any kind of experience that doesn't feel good, it's from the choices that we make, right? But ultimately what's happening is it's an opportunity to grow. It lets you know that you're about to level up. Okay, so whenever you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, maybe you're meant to speak up. Maybe there's something that you're meant to do in that situation. Maybe it's not even speaking up. Maybe you speak up too much. You're maybe meant to stay quiet in this situation. So it's almost like an opposite energy. So if you're somebody that hasn't seen changes in your life, if you're someone that feels like, you know, I hear all of these tarot readings, nothing happens for me. You know, someone said this to me, or I've seen this person, like, I've been doing all of this, I've been putting my energy into this, and I'm just not seeing anything working. I feel it has to do with mindset. It has to do with, you know, and it's not that you're not doing the right thing here, right? I feel sometimes when we're doing the same thing over and over and not seeing that things are working, maybe there's something in that pattern or something that we're doing that isn't working. So then we stop for a second and we take a look, right? It's like a pit stop, and see where it is that maybe something's not working, and change things incrementally to see, you know, if something works. This is the nights. This is where planning, strategizing, organizing is all taking place. So Spirit is asking you, if things aren't working out in your life, it's not that it's your fault, and it's usually not anyone's fault. It's just the energies, and we're all constantly learning. We are practicing. I feel this is a training earth that we're meant to learn and train through, right? Become stronger spiritually and come to this place where we are thriving. We are aligned to our dreams, our desires, the dream reality that we seek. Some of us make it, some of us don't. But again, it's about the strength and the will, desire, the actual power, the light that we have that we're able to shine and use in our lives. So what does that mean? It means you take the action. You start to you know, start doing things in your life that are more in alignment with what it is that you desire. And your higher self is there guiding you all the way here. And what I'm getting here is some of you have an earth angel. I've been getting earth angels coming in, and I feel this is this army of angels coming in. Earth angels, people that are doing kind things for you. Maybe you are the earth angel. It's this beautiful energy, and I've actually been feeling this now that I think about it. A lot of really nice people. Like, I have not encountered anyone that has been upset or not feeling good, but everywhere I go, like stores and places, like just people on the street, they're just super kind. I've been feeling a really love energy, and I just remembered that now. I just realized, you know what, there is really nice energy out there. And what I'm getting here is your higher self is also showing you themselves in some way here. So that can come through deja vu, by the way. So whenever we experience deja vu, I feel this is a way that your higher self is confirming that you're exactly where you need to be in the moment you experience that deja vu. But the other thing I'm getting here are your third eye. I'm getting your third eye being activated. You're able to see things a little bit more clearly. So something's happened in your life where you're able to gain clarity. This also has to do, again, with an awakening, but something else that has played a part in this opening of this new way of seeing the world. Okay, there's something that happened in your life that, and again, it was in alignment with your higher self, obviously, right? Your higher self is the one that brought you to this place for your awakening to happen. So this is really interesting. So this could be something that is in the woods. I'm getting ayahuasca here. Anytime I get the woods, any kind of dark energy, and I'm feeling like we're going through a rebirth, or this, it feels like a collage, right? They're showing me a collage of all these different things that are happening to you through some sort of an experience that you had. This could have been a near-death experience. This could also have been, I don't know if any of you have had anesthesia, because when we're under general anesthesia, we're knocked unconscious, right? And maybe something happened there in that experience for some of you. So I'm getting anesthesia coming up here. Maybe this could be amnesia as well. So isn't that interesting? So some of you are going to have to explain to me what that is out there. Okay, but know that we've got this beautiful journey. We are aligned to our desires, our destiny, our purpose. Some of us are living that purpose. And there's more of us that are being guided towards that place. So what does that mean? There's going to be this beautiful world that is coming and emerging, right? It's coming into being. It is emerging through whatever is going on and all the changes, all the things that are happening. I hope I'm making sense here, but it's just it just feels like a big mess. That's what it feels like. And this is what the Hangman card is, right? It's just all things everywhere, everything everywhere all at once. It's like that movie, right? So this is what I'm getting here. So you hold the key here, everyone. Know that the path is clear. It's actually always clear. Everything else is just an illusion. So we just got to move the illusions away and allow ourselves to move. So implementing practices, taking action here. There's a lot of healing, regeneration that is happening. A lot of uplifted energy coming in, better times coming in for all of us. This is the exciting part. Oh my goodness, see? It's the energy of Mercury retrograde. I feel that slippery fingers here. I don't know if any of you have slippery fingers. Maybe you're knocking things down. You're feeling a little bit more klutzy or clumsy. This is coming in with Mercury retrograde. I'm always going to blame Mercury retrograde when we're going through that energy. So the Shaman's Dream, this is the Oracle card deck that I'm going to pull from today. I just felt called to this deck. So let's see what it is that Spirit wants to share with you through this deck, everyone. So what are some of the energies all of you are feeling right now? I'd love to hear from you. You can share with me in the comment section. So I've got a dream thief, refusal of the call. So look at that, a dream thief. Any of you experiencing dream thieves? I feel sometimes when we wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I didn't even have a dream, or I haven't dreamt in years. We've got a dream thief in the picture here, everyone. So maybe it looks like this crazy wild monkey that has pink eyes and has fire and wings and the vision. It's taken away that crystal ball, the intuition, right? So it's some little creature that has come in and taken away your intuition. That's the dream thief. And we got the number 13 on this card. So some of you might be seeing the number 13 in your life. This could be a confirmation. And those of you looking for timing, I'm getting a 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 hours. And then I'm also getting the 13th of the month as a confirmation and a date for you. And this is not something that is scary. I'm getting dream catcher. Maybe it's time to grab a dream catcher, put that in your room, right? I've got one here behind me. So the number 13, let's read the message of this card. All right, so the dream thief for you is, the dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and rebuild upon and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of a glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Okay, so you can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted territories of the sea of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can awake, and then you can wake up and move forward. You are much more than what you know. Much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. So look at this, your new adventure has already begun. That is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, it's an opportunity, something that has opened up for you. So look at that, I love this card. And you know what? I'm getting an energy of clown. I'm getting energy of a lot of color. Things that might look like this monkey, right? That don't look like what they're meant to be. Like, again, the illusions. I just feel there are so many illusions in the world. So let's pull a surrender card here as well. So what is it that we can surrender and release in our life? Let's see what it is that Spirit wants us to hear through this message, through this card. Lives. Surrender your addictions. Look at that. Surrender your addictions. Addictions could be anything. It's something that we do over and over that we know isn't good for us, right? So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. All right. They want you to take the action, right? We got the action card. And heal. And we have the healing card. All right. So powerful message coming through for you today, for all of us. So let's pull a healing message. What is it that we need to hear to heal? So we are going to see what Spirit wants to share. Become the work of the divine. Become the work of the divine. And some of you might be seeing squirrels in your life. This is coming in as a sign. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. We have the number 47. Again, some of you might be seeing the number 47 in your life. This is timing 47 days and 47 hours. The message here is surrender to the path that's calling you. Allow the divine to create through you. Be a vessel for love and miracles. This is why it's so important you take care of your body, your vessel, this temple. Okay, it's so important. Now, the affirmation on this card that you can use for yourself is, I allow divine miracles to flow through me. I allow divine miracles to flow through me. I love this message too. All right, let's pull some archetypal energy cards, everyone. This one's going to be really interesting. I was called to pull these cards. I've already shuffled it because we've got so many cards and it's hard to shuffle. So 3 cards here and see what kind of energy some of you are dealing with. All right, so we are getting a nomad. Some of you are nomads. This is awesome. So let me read you the keywords here. Pragmatic, independent sense of self, shares value, someone who is looks at perspectives and lifestyles, full of thrills and excitements and seeks adventure. This could be you or someone that you know. Okay, we've got that light energy, and I'm also going to talk about the dark energies. So someone who is impulsive, makes decisions too hastily, feels unsettled if not sharing with others, becomes bored, easily detached, and love style. So this is someone who is wanting to live freely, right? So we have to take a look at the light and the dark energy. So if we're feeling like we're being impulsive, making decisions too hastily, like too quickly, not really paying attention to, it's almost like the Fool card, right? The energy of the Fool. You want to be careful here, and your perspective, your mindset here is going to be big, but also making calculated risks and decisions here, getting all the information and the facts before making a big decision, right? Nomad. So that's your first archetype. Next one is Oedipal child. I hope I'm saying that right. Oedipal child. All right. So we got sense of wonder. We've got mature sexual identity, nurturing overall sense of right and wrong, healthy relationship with parents and guardians. So this is a really loved child, I feel like. This is someone who had a really good family. Some of you out there probably had loving parents, and you experienced a lot of love, a lot of happiness and joy in your life. And this has really changed you and made you the person that you are today. But I feel even within that, there are things that sometimes affect our lives, right? So let me just read the darkness part here. Unhealthy relations towards same-sex partner, lacks awareness and struggles with ego, anxious, jealousy, and resentment, insecure, and competitive. So I feel Spirit asked me to pull from this deck because they want some of you to understand the difference between a light energy and a dark energy. So this could be a child in your life, and you're going to know through their behavior, their energy, whether they're in the energy of light or dark. This could be yourself as well, right? You may have grown up in a happy family or an unhealthy family, right? So these are all these energies. So let's pull one more. I'm getting an Olympian. Okay, so let's see here. This I feel is the light energy. Expect same dedication from others, aren't always good at hearing feedback, struggles with sharing authority and control. Okay, so this is actually the dark energy. Okay, some of you might be experiencing an Olympian energy in your life. And we've got will work to discover naysayers, loyal, inspired by impossible goals, energetic, free from doubt and uncertainty, and passionate. This could be your own personality and your own energy. Those of you that are watching, so I feel this is a confirmation of whether or not this is your energy, or if you're experiencing someone that has one of these energies. And this is just confirming for you again whether they have a light and dark energy, and that's for you to decide what you want to do with this information. Okay, so look at that. What I'm going to do now is pull 5 personal messages for you. So this is where I ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. So your first message here, everyone, we are getting here for you today. Your life is at a turning point right now, and you're ready. Your life is at a turning point right now, and you, my friends, are ready. So look at that. Your second message, give yourself some credit for how far you've come. Give yourself some credit for how far you've come. Third message is, despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all your dreams come true. Despite the frustration, you're on your way to making your dreams come true. And your fourth message here is, forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. So once again, forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. And your fifth message today is, don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. Don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. All right, so those are your 5 messages. And now I'm going to close off with an angel number. Some of you are seeing angel numbers and repeating numbers in your life. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. All right, so we are getting authenticity, 3737. Spirit is wanting you to tap into your true authenticity. This is your soul energy, everyone. So if you're seeing the number 3737 in this sequence anywhere in your life, this is your confirmation today. Your true self is emerging. You know how I was talking about the emerging energy? This is your true self that is emerging. You're going to find your real purpose. This is a part of your life's mission. Everything that is happening is a part of your life's mission. Those of you that are watching understand and know that. They're wanting you to start being vigilant and really consider your genuine feelings, not only just yours, but others as well. Okay, I feel some of you are highly intuitive, that you can pick up on feelings and you can sense people's energy subtly and even intensely, right? Some of us are empaths out there. So look at this. What a beautiful reading for you today. I hope it resonated. If it did, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.